What's up, YouTube? This is GMAN MP1821 coming at you with another vlog. I was just recently talking with another one of my atheist friends about God. Did God have a designer? Who created God? Did God have a beginning? Will he have an end? I don't think so. I don't think any of that's true. I think that God exists. But I don't think that he will have an end, and I don't think that he had a beginning. I think he just is there. So, I'm going to read to you exactly what I wrote to my atheist friend. I think that this might be helpful for you in answering other atheists that you might know. I think if there is a God, then he has spoken, and the only logical explanation that could possibly be his is the Bible. Asking the question, who designed the designer, is irrelevant, because the designer has power over his creation. So, even if he was designed, his creation must abide by his laws and rules. The way that God looks at us is a different relationship than what we have with each other. To ask who created God is to make an assumption that he was created. And the Bible answers this question. And it clearly states that God had no beginning and he will have no end. Not only that, but when this question is proposed about God, this is placing him on the same level as us to say that he is a created being just as we are. I think this is a dangerous position to be in. Forget all of your evolution philosophies for a second. How would you like it if a cockroach said that you were his equal? I don't know about you, but I would crush him and move along with my day. Because for a cockroach to say that I am his equal is ridiculous. Or maybe a robot you created. If that robot did the same thing and stood in your face and said that you were his equal and that you are no better than he is, what would you do? A cockroach, a robot, a man, a god. Are any of these beings equal? No. A cockroach is only equal to another cockroach. A robot is only equal to another robot of its own kind. A man is only equal to another man. But God, on the other hand, has no equals. And the Bible leaves absolutely no room for speculation on this issue. And finally, if you want to say that God has a designer, that means you are changing the subject. Because I am talking about a God that has no designer. These are two different things. A God that has a designer is different from a God that has no designer. Two different beings, two different gods. It's not the God from the Bible. When you imply that the God that I am talking about had a designer, this is to place a new characteristic on him that is not mentioned anywhere in the Bible, which is my only source of information about him. Therefore, you are making things up that once again are not relevant to the discussion. When we are referring to the God of the Bible, we must be consistent and only refer to the characteristics that the Bible gives him. Adding characteristics that are not there means that we are no longer talking about the God of the Bible. Further, that means the conversation has just become pointless. When you change the conversation from the God of the Bible, who has no beginning, he has no end, he was not created by anything else, the Bible specifically says this. Whenever you change it from that to asking whether he did have a creator, you are talking about a different God from the God that the Bible portrays. You're not talking about the God that I am talking about anymore. So, all I've got to say to anybody who wants to ask, who created God? All I've got to say to that is, don't change the subject.